and I worked on this pumpkin. It's in a pumpkin field. You can see the fence post
All right,
in
y'all.
the distance. And
Well,
I
this is
purposely
my
worked through everything with grey ink and made
mini
the pumpkin stand
sketchbook
out with
tour.
some bright orange ink with the Copic
Never did
markers.
one.
There's moon shining
It's just a
down,
trial run.
highlighting it.
But
And
if it comes
that's
out good,
the
we'll
final
keep it.
drawing in the sketchbook.
It is Easter
I had
morning.
an awesome time with Inktober this year, and
Like
by the
1
end
in
of
the
the
morning,
month, I felt much more confident
and the
with
whole
inking,
family
with
sleep,
fine liners and brush pen. And
I
I
just
also felt more
basically
confident
almost
with
done with this
markers,
sketchbook,
especially
so
when adding large
I just
areas
want to
of
make a
shading
little early
and
vid
keeping those
about it.
layers smooth. Inktober was actually my main focus through October this year, and I feel like prioritizing this project in this way
So
helps me a lot.
let's go ahead and
I'm proud of myself for completing the sketchbook, and I really hope you enjoyed watching me flip through it.
get
Let me know if you took part
into
in
it.
Inktober or any other variations of it. And
This is
how
a
did it go
cheap
for you?
ass
Do you
sketchbook.
have any
Well,
art goals for the month?
it's
Be
like
sure to let me know in the
$10
comments
sketchbook.
below. And also
Got it from
let me
this
know if you
bookstore,
thought of my
half
sketchbook,
price books.
and
This
also, if
is
you have
actually a
any
really dope
suggestions for
sketchbook. It's
future
like
art projects
you got all
or
kinds of different
challenges I
paper
should
in it.
try,
So like you can do all
I'd love
kinds
to
of
know.
different stuff in it.
If you'd like to see
But
more art videos, then
I
feel
just
free
like
to
the
subscribe
way
to my channel.
each paper
And
feels,
any thumbs
and it
up
kind of gives
or
me
shares
like a
of this
vibe
video
what I'm
are
going to do in the
hugely
future
appreciated.
upon
If you
what
want to follow and support my
paper I'm gonna
project,
choose.
then be sure to check out the links in the description.
It's
to my
pencil.
Twitter, Facebook,
This is
Instagram,
me just
and
bullshitting at
Patreon.
work,
And once again,
and
thank you so much
setting up for some
watching,
practice
and
that I
thank
never
you
did.
so much for your support. I really hope you
Some
enjoyed
anatomy
this sketchbook
practice.
tour, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you all soon.
It's a terrible anatomy. What else we got? I got some heads, torsos, and hips.
This is our first official week. Maybe the week 0 demo, which was a very long 6-hour
Everything
demo.
in that
And,
is just terrible.
to
Enough said.
and what we're gonna be
This
doing
was
this
torch I
summer.
was working on.
Really excited for this summer.
This is like the second or
It's gonna be
third
amazing.
attempt on it,
I truly believe it's going to be
and
the best camp
I ultimately finished it, and it came out really good. And it's just,
I'm thrilled with teaching all of
I
it.
just,
There's so many lessons.
I don't know if it's in this book or in another one. This is a lantern I was doing. It's one of my first attempts. I was like thinking this was really good, and it wasn't. This was the final drawing of that same lantern. Finally kind of done it right.
And people have been asking for years, how do you paint?
Um,
How do you paint clouds? How do you paint
I guess in some
this? How do you
here.
paint depth in your landscapes? And all this kind of stuff, and it's all been really important. And I've always wanted to teach it. And I finally feel, after 6 years of doing it professionally, that I'm
Let's
ready
go
for this.
ahead.
So I'm really excited for this. Thank you so much for signing up.
There.
And I'm really excited to get started with this stuff. I think the first week even is just going to be great. You're going to learn so much from it. We've got a bit of a long
This
demo
bullshit
this
out
week,
the
a
way
little bit
on it.
longer than the usual 2 hours. And afterwards, we've also got a short video going over all of the most common pitfalls that I see in people painting landscapes and learning how to paint landscapes. So hopefully you'll check that out as well, and you're going to pick up quite a few tricks from that as well. So thank you for everything.
Go
I
ahead
hope you
and-
love this demo. I hope you get a lot out of the lesson, and it's going to be a lot of homework, as it always is in art camp. And I can't wait to see what you come up with. And yeah.
I'm just blacking this out while I'm here. It's all like,
Alright, so let's get started.
it has like an incomplete look to
First
it.
thing we're going to be doing
And,
is talking about the fundamentals, and the fundamentals as they relate to landscapes. Now, if you've done art camp before, obviously you've heard me ramble on about fundamentals again and again and again and again, because they're so terribly important, and are really the overarching theme no matter where you are in your progression as an artist. And they're also the first thing and the main thing we need to tackle if we're going to be tackling a new subject matter, which I assume for most of you, landscapes are either something you're not super comfortable with, maybe haven't done a lot of, maybe have been something that you've avoided a lot of, or something that you really
Yeah, let's go
want
ahead
to
and knock
try.
that out like that.
And
All right,
which
see,
one of those you fall into,
and that's that. That's old school liner. Onto the ink paper. Trash page. It was me attempting to draw like a Bane from Batman, and it was just rough. This was a melting candle, and I wasn't taking it seriously at all, so that's what I got.
Landscapes, probably the two most important.
Then we hop into this. It's an explosion from a volcano. Something simple, because I realized let's hop back into simple shit. Use simple shapes, practice that shit. Another lantern in a different way. Just kind of messing around with a pen or a marker, whatever the hell it was. And I guess I just foregoed on the terrible ink paper. So like, I did nothing with the black paper, which I should come back and do before I finish this video.
And that's not really what I'm
post it at least.
to do here. I'm really trying to teach you here.
I was just digging around with my daughter, so I was like drawing like this melting candle. Once again, out of basic shapes, simple stuff, just working on the basics. And I lost this color, like I couldn't find it after I put it down, and still yet to find it. So I'm pretty sure she has it. And I was all like, okay, now I'm just blasting with this mute color and darken everything. And I was all like, why would I do that? I could just, it's a sketchbook. This is all like, just move on. This is the first draft of the Evil Pumpkin. Obviously it didn't fit all on the page, but it was a good draft. I'm all like, okay, I think I'm gonna do that. And so when I did do it, I did this. It obviously didn't fit on the page again, but it looked better, and I just got a better vibe off of it. And all these shadows and stuff, it's just gray wash. You know what I mean? And that was a big move in like my coloring. I think this one's like the best thing in the damn book, because it's like finished and colored. Candle, tattoo style, back to my wild, stupid style. Lava lamp with, you know, little eyeballs in it. I was doing this at work, you know. I think it came out decent, you know. I call it finished because less is more sometimes. It's charcoal paper and it came out super smooth. Back again, simple stuff. Zombie pig head, stitched up, tore up. You know, the coloring didn't blend well right here, but I should have tested out the markers before I went off and did that, and the teeth came out too bright. But other than that, like, I really like the sketching that I did of it, so I had to finish it. Just had to. I was working on some more tattoo stuff, you know, exploding 8-ball, a couple cherries from the slot machine. Got the chicken. I call it the cock. And it came out really good. You know, this was just a afternoon of just drawing with the family. You know, came out really nice. It's an ink page, so for me to bleed on. So that was just a poor attempt at a bottle. Because, like, I know how to draw a bottle. I just tried to do it a different way. It didn't work. This was supposed to be like a voodoo owl, and I just kind of like stopped on it because I was working on it at work, and I just didn't have time to do it. And when I got home, I was just not interested in doing it because, like, I had this whole big old idea, and it just kind of fizzled out. It's my daughter's drawing, which is wonderful. This is me dicking around with like Hanya mask and like samurai mask and stuff. It's very stupid. Pastel paper. This was like some of the best paper in the whole book. And ended up doing this this bull. because I was trying to level up from doing like the chicken and the pig's head and stuff. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do the bull. And it came out too big, but honestly, drawing it sucked, but coloring it, inking it, putting in all the other stuff, outlining, blackouts, I had a great time doing that stuff. So I would gladly encourage leveling up and doing something like that again. And then this one, I did test out the colors before I put it on, unlike the pig. It was supposed to be a fox, didn't work out. I was gonna try another fox later on, and I was all like, let's take a step back. Instead, I did the Viking head, and it came out super cool, but these are water-based markers. So like, there's really no way of smoothing this out unless I go in with like another marker, like to just knock all this off. It's gonna have to be darker, you know. And I tried to put like this blue steel color over it, and it just wasn't taken. So it's like, well, it's in the sketchbook. Rhino. Once again, messing around with the water-based markers. It didn't come out the way I want to, so I realized water-based markers are not for me. So like, I was all like, it's already done for. So I just wrote it off. This was going to be another Viking. This was just like the rough draft. See how it looks before I did it, and it came out all right. You know, just didn't follow through on it. And I'm like, it's like I already did a Viking. It's my daughter's red page. I'm thinking about doing something to it. Not super sure at the moment, but I'll do something on it, especially with this book just laying around the house. This is me trying to draw dogs, trying to break it down into shapes. Just wasn't working out. So I was all like, switch to cats. Try to do a panther. Same result. Just was not coming through. But when I jumped into something hard, like a dinosaur skull, it came out just fine. It was like, boom. And then this got reworked plenty of times, but it came out to be one of the better works in the whole book. As a Naruto character, I just didn't feel like actually doing at the time. I was just forcing myself to do something, so it didn't work. Sometimes forcing yourself to do stuff does work. This is a dream potion. I saw an image on Pinterest, and I was like, okay, let's go ahead and try to recreate it. You know, I just did put my little thug dizzle on it, and I just did that today. My kid blasting on beautiful paper, this stuff. She did that too. There's no boundaries in my house. And this is like the last page of the book. It's blank. So, in between the black paper and the last couple pages of the ink paper, that is it. That's all that has to be done in the book. But that's my little tour.